Be sure to catch the next episode of Just Talking It Up on iTunes, Stitcher, your favorite podcast app, or on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.
Hey, you forgot our names.
No.
You did. You forgot our names.
Don't be silly. I'm Janet, your Crash, see?
She's just like a goose. She wakes up in a new world every day.
This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 4th of December. I'm James Spann. A little rain at times tonight and tomorrow. Let's get in there and take a look. We'll check some of the Skycam shots. First off, coming from Tuscaloosa, where little light rain is already falling. On the western side of the state, temperatures are in the 60s there. This is one of our Walker County Skycams at Parrish, where some light rain is falling. That's south of Jasper. And in Coleman, the sky's cloudy, and they'll see a little rain soon, probably by the time you watch this. And there's the deal. There's the upper trough coming in. You can see some convective bubbles, thunderstorms over parts of Louisiana, Arkansas, southeastern Texas, even North Mississippi with some thunder today. We might have a little thunder, but probably not much. Basically just some light rain tonight and tomorrow. And you can pick out where the rain is falling by these numbers. Where you've got 60s, that's where rain is coming down. Where you got 70s, it's still dry. In fact, Montgomery is at 79 degrees on this early December afternoon. That's the radar. That was the still image grabbed at 2:42 this afternoon. At that point, the rain was still mostly along and west of I-65, slowly working east. And again, if you look carefully, you'll see a few lightning strikes up there in northeastern Mississippi where there's some thunder going on. Hey, around the nation, some cold air beginning to nose in from the north. We'll keep an eye on that. It's going to take a while for that to get here, though, as the upper air winds still will keep us pretty mild at least through early next week. Convective outlook, got a little slight risk that's popped up along the middle and lower Texas coast for the rest of today and tonight. And the brown there, that's a 5% chance of severe weather up in the North Mississippi. But obviously with the lack of serious instability and major dynamic lifts, severe weather not expected out of the west and Mississippi, and certainly not expected here. This is the rain for the watch warning map over the course of the afternoon, and you can see pretty quiet, really. Few issues back in the northwest, but the east is calm. And the expected rain for the next 5 days, valid through Sunday morning at 6 a.m. local time. And I think this is right. The better numbers are off to the west, and the amounts drop off as you go farther east. And I really think beyond tomorrow, the chance of rain will be pretty small for a while. This is the NAM, the 4-kilometer NAM, showing the expected rain through Thursday. And the numbers have come way down. In fact, you can see those gray shades over North Alabama. That's less than 1/10 of an inch. And that looks more like it. That's very realistic. The better rains off to the west over parts of the Mississippi Delta, where they could pick up maybe approaching 2 inches in spots over there. Let's take a look at modeling. This is the 12Z GFS, valid at 12 noon tomorrow at 500 millibars. Got some troughing coming through, but again, the dynamic support is not all that strong. Yes, there could be a few showers tomorrow. In fact, there should be, but the rain probably not all that heavy, and we stay mild. The models are suggesting the high tomorrow, and based on those thickness values, anywhere from 65 to 70 degrees, so no cooling involved with that. Thursday, the surface boundary just kind of fizzles out, and I think that day will be dry. And still very mild. By golly, the GFS has got us right back up at 72. I mean, no cooling behind this. And we'll kind of keep an eye on the wedge. See the cold air damming setting up to the east of here. And there's Friday. And again, I think will be mostly dry. There could be a sprinkle maybe near the Mississippi border, but no big deal. The high Friday should be in the 60s. But again, look at the wedge. This is coming off the GFS, and you can see this is valid Friday evening, and you can clearly see that cold air damming, very cold air draining down the slopes of the Appalachians down into northern Georgia, and you can see how some of that could very well affect northeast Alabama. So, it's a case where, cities like maybe Center and Leesburg and Heflin, maybe even Roanoke, they could see a high closer to 60, maybe even upper 50s over there, while the western side of the state could be closer to 70 on Friday. Longtime viewers know that those cold air damming setups, the wedge, can be kind of tricky. All right, weekend fans, I don't think it rains in most places this weekend. I really don't. Having said that, yes, there's nothing to scour out the moisture, so there might be a rogue shower somewhere, but the better rains, the organized rains on that stall boundary north and west of here, So just a small chance of a shower, very mild, low 70s. Same thing Sunday. Could there be a shower? Yes, but I think they'll be few and far between. The better rain stay north of here on the surface boundary. Low to mid 70s. The GFS shows 73. So this amazingly mild weather continues while it's so cold, not that far away. You can see a 1,035 millibar high that's over South Dakota. It's very cold air. We'll go to Monday of next week. Moisture deepens a little bit. Shower chances might rise up a tad, but even then, I don't think it rains a lot. We stay mild with low 70s. And here's Tuesday of next week. This is a week from today. You can see a pretty impressive trough setting up to the west. We have a disturbed southwest flow aloft, and down below that, we've got a 1,001 millibar low that is east of Cincinnati with a trailing cold front. And, this is not an overwhelming severe weather look. We've seen other runs that look more supportive of severe weather, but certainly by Tuesday of next week, we'll have to watch for any sign of strong storms. And then the following day this is Wednesday of next week, 12-12-12. I guess that's the last time we'll ever have one of those, huh? At least in our lifetime, because there's going to be no 13-13-13. We know that. The surface highs near Memphis. And, again, that would be a cooler day, but not overwhelmingly cold. So that's kind of the first phase of the cool down, middle part of next week after a round of storms. We'll check the end of the forecast. This is the 19th. And, again, this is where we've seen all kind of looks. But you can see the idea. You can see that ridge starting to pump up over the west and a trough beginning to form over the east. That's the pattern change we've talked about. If this happens to be right, that would be the blizzard of the decade there for Milwaukee, and Minneapolis-St. Paul is a 985 millibar low near Chicago, with a trailing band of showers and storms followed by much colder air. But somewhere out there in that time frame, December 16th through the 22nd, there should be a pretty sharp change to colder air here, as that will be arriving just in time for Christmas, if indeed that happens. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And don't forget to watch us on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 on the live stream or the television side. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Hey, this is Ross with my partner Bob. We have a show called Worldview Matters.
And Ross, as you know, we believe that everything in life is somehow related to how people view the world around them.
Our show is available on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. Also available on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.